As it's been noted, Democrats could potentially make history now if Poe defeats the Republican challenger Billy Prempa this fall. She'll be the first Latina to represent New Jersey in Congress. Coincidentally, Poe got her start in politics when she was appointed in 1997 to fill a seat in the state assembly, vacated when Pascrell was first elected to Congress. Poe held the seat until 2012 when she moved up to the Senate and has won 4 re-elections since then. State Senator Nellie Poe joins me now. Senator, first of all, congratulations. I'm sure it's been a whirlwind process. And given the short runway to the election, does that mean that campaigning starts today?
It certainly does. It does start today. Actually, let me just say that we're ready and we're ready to run. I want to mention that, this week obviously it has been mixed with emotion, both heavy and grief, but at the same time full of hope. The passing of my dear friend and mentor, Bill Pascrell, has certainly left an impact to all of us. He was our beloved, he was a beloved servant, someone who truly was known all throughout his congressional district, but all throughout the state and the nation, because his voice was was heard loud and clear. He was a true fighter, someone who I absolutely highly respected. So it comes with that mixed emotion.
I'm sure it must feel surreal that it was almost 30 years ago when you filled his state legislative seat. Now, here you are potentially going to fill his congressional seat. We've all talked about how he was a fighter. He didn't mince words. So how do you plan to take all of the mentorship that I know that he gave to you into not just running, but if you are elected?
Well, we all know how Bill roared and how big of a person he was in terms of making sure that his voice was heard. I will be working equally as hard and I probably would say that I would have to work even harder because I know that I need to begin establishing the groundwork from day one. I'm prepared to do that. I feel that all my years in service has allowed to prepare me for this next step.
So, Senator, what's at the top then of your priority list for the issues that you're going to focus on in the state? You've done a lot with your seat in the Judiciary Committee, criminal justice, juvenile justice reform. What do you see then as the top issues for your district on the federal level?
I would say that some of the issues that are important to us on a federal level are very much the same kind of issues that we see day to day. It's all about making sure that we build upon our infrastructure. It's about making sure that we address some of the economic needs that are important to our entire district. It's important that we have the proper access and accessibility to health care, building upon making our educational system greater and able to ensure that those resources are available for my district.
Very quickly, you mentioned that you plan to build upon the foundation that the late congressman laid. Where do you stand? Is there any discrepancy in your stance about sending military aid to allies like Israel, those in the district in Patterson? There was, of course, some conflict given the makeup of the district, having a large Arab American, Palestinian American population. Would you say you stand with the late congressman in a similar stance?
I do believe that it's important for us to continue the work of making sure to support our allies, and I strongly believe that that's something that we need to continue to do. But with respect to your question about setting limitations or so forth, my position would be similar to that of our late congressman, making sure that we provide the necessary resources to all of our allies, and certainly we know that that would be important. Setting limitations at this time would not be the thing to do, and I would be looking to continue that effort.
State Senator and now Democratic congressional nominee Nellie Poe, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Brianna.